I'm sexy and I know it. G'day guys, my name's Tangaroa Walker. I'm a contract milker in a place called Southland in Invercargill, right at the arse end of New Zealand. Over the course of 1 year, you guys are going to be following me through my cell phone. I'm literally going to be carrying my cell phone everywhere, and it's going to be recording everything I do. So if I'm going to be going for a fart, you're going to hear that too. All right, you're going to be following me around the farm. We're going to be calving cows, shifting crop, shifting effluent, spreading fertiliser, cutting bales, driving tractors. There's going to be one coming past in about 2 seconds. We're going to have staff meetings with my staff, showing you our health and safety plan. We might be entering in some competitions as well. So yeah, you're going to follow us and see what we do on our dairy farm throughout the whole year, and I can't wait to show you. So guys, this is our cow shed. All our girls here are just waiting for me to let them go down to the paddock. In the back there you can see a silage stack which we've just closed up. It's all our effluent ponds behind there, and our beautiful farm. Beautiful morning this morning. Look at that, look at that. Yoo-hoo! World Milk Day, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo! Alright guys, we're just heading down to our runoff. Just going to go shake out some hay bales. Going to put our cows onto some hay bales and a little bit of grass. So going to be cutting back the cows' protein diet. So we're going to be cutting it right back. We're just going to be feeding them about 6-7 kilos of hay available. We're going to be keeping our fodder beet intakes up, so about 6 kilos of fodder beet. And then we're going to be bringing our cows in over the next couple of days to dry the girls off. So just heading over to the runoff now to feed out some hay. Righto guys, so for the month of May, pretty much what we've been up to on farm is we've been getting our crops all set up. So aiming to dry our cows off by the end of May, heading into June, so that we can transition them onto fodder beet, which they will be wintering on. So our cows will be getting this beautiful stuff here. This is called fodder beet. It's a high sugar diet, really good stuff. The cows absolutely love it. But the problem with this stuff is we have to transition them onto it. If you can imagine yourself eating a shitload of kiwi fruit, you get the shits, don't you? So it's the same with cows. They get the shits and they end up tipping over and dying. So we have to slowly increase it into their diet so that they get used to it, they transition well, so that then we can winter our cows on this stuff here. So really good stuff, really good feed, and there's plenty of options to feeding it as well. So we've got to dry off our cows, so we're drying them off into fat mobs, skinny mobs, any cows that are a little bit older, might be a bit tender under feet, they're going to be dried off and put in a separate mob as well, so that we can manage them over June, July period. We're also getting rid of our cull cows as well, so any cows that aren't in calf, they are no use to us here on a dairy farm, because obviously they have to be in calf to produce milk. So we end up sending these girls to the meat works, they get turned into mince. We're also setting our rosters for June, July. My staff are booking their holidays now so they can get a bit of a break before calving, and just making sure, yeah, everything's all set up on farm for June, July, so that we're obviously going to be a staff member down, and we can, still meet ends in terms of our workload. Righto guys, this handsome young fella over here, this is Goody, is our manager on the farm. So Goody's been working with me for how long, Goody? About 10 months? 10 months. 10 months, and he's bloody awesome. Hey Goody, what do you like about working here?
The first thing is environment, like happy, always chill, never grumpy on each other. Very good working environment here.
So Goody's real cheeky, so he's really cheeky, gives me heaps of shit, and he's also really scared of, what are you scared of?
Mouse, rat.
Righto guys, this is Goody. You're going to see a lot of us over the next year, so going to be following me, Goody, and our other staff workmate, his name's Detroit. He's up at the cow shed water blasting, but I'm sure you'll see him very shortly.
So I'm Sophie, I'm originally from the UK, currently in the South Island of New Zealand. Me and my partner are doing a tour of stations, studs, anything around the South Island to try and broaden our horizons and learn a few things. So Dorian and I met 2.5, nearly 3 years ago now, through Facebook. He saw me on the cover of Countrywide and decided that he was going to marry me one day, and here I am. So he is a shepherd through and through, grew up his family farm in Tangaroa, and his mum's got a kiwi fruit orchard, a real rural guy, loves his hunting and his fishing. And yeah, we met 3 years ago, and that was that. It was kind of love at first sight. And yeah, he's traveling with me, coming on this epic road trip. We've got a rooftop tent, a dog trailer. We can go wherever we want, do whatever we want. And he loves it. And I love that he helps me with my dogs. I'm not a dog person, he is. And he also gives me the chance of going hunting and experiencing the great outdoors more than I ever would myself. So he brings out the explorer and the adventurer in me, which I love. So we've been working at a Marama station for most of the month of May. It's a predominantly high country station. There's 8,000 hectares, which is hills, 4,000 hectares, which is lowland river flats. They have 7,500 merino ewes. The reason they've got merinos is because the hills are pretty gnarly and you couldn't farm anything else. 320 breeding cows, and at the moment they've got about 10,000 lambs on the ground, which they have on the irrigation and the riverbed flats. So I get asked this a lot, why do you love sheep so much? I just find it fascinating, the whole process of farming them. There's so many different ways. There's intensive, extensive, there's wool breeds, there's meat breeds, you're an agronomist, you're a vet, you're a scientist, and there's just so much scope within the industry of all these different careers you experience on a daily basis that I just can't not love it. So I fell in love about 9 years ago with sheep, which is what brought me to New Zealand, and I've been documenting it ever since. I started really on my Instagram and Twitter. Sheepish Sophie is what I go by, and I basically just post pictures like this for the people that don't get to see it on a daily basis like me. I grew up in a city, so I didn't get to see it, so I pretty much have to pinch myself every time I end up in a situation like this. And yeah, this is how I ended up here, really. So we spent the whole of May here in the Marama station. We've been basically doing general shepherding work, moving mobs of lambs. We put the rams out at the beginning of the month, which was a bit harder. A lot of gymming, stock around, a lot of musters. We did a bit of crutching. We're just doing fencing, general day-to-day farm work kind of thing. We've just general shepherding, learning about merinos. We've never worked with merinos before, so that was a big learning experience. So we leave a Marama station in about 2 weeks after the TB testing to go and casual on some other stations around Otago and the Mackenzie country, and we've just fallen in love with the place. So over the next 12 months we'll be travelling around and trying to keep you updated with what we're up to, all the different farming systems, what we're seeing, what we're learning. Yeah, we've just started here at Marama, and yeah, another 12 months to go.